Welcome, another Wednesday. Quite a volatile for the first time since a long Fed meeting. And yeah, there's gonna be another one today. It's gonna be 8 o'clock my time. So in a couple hours, I'm unfortunately not gonna be around to see that today. That's why I'm stepping down the charts. But let's go and have a look how everything's gonna behave in the position of Bitcoin. And to be honest, I have a feeling we might see quite a big flip. That Bitcoin might tank to the downside and alts might skyrocket. Let's see how that's gonna play out. But first thing first, let's go buy Bitcoin and see how that's performing. I just want to go buy the bits. We had a nice thick wall. I was holding the price action. Still, they are holding, but they pulled them most of them. I'm guessing they seriously waiting for the Fed meeting and what the numbers gonna play out and how he's gonna behave, and then they're gonna or fucking nuke it or pump it more higher to the 100k. Finally, we still didn't broke out to the upside. We didn't create any higher structure of it, so we are right now richly in the resistance on it. So let's see how that's gonna play out in a couple hours. Make sure it's gonna be a fucking volatile day and quite evening on my side. So if you are in any kind of position, make sure you take profit on it or put your stop loss in break even just to cover yourself. If not, it's up to you what you're gonna do. So then what I want to go buy is some structure on Bitcoin. First thing first, I mean, daily it wasn't that good close yet. Yeah, we had a fucking aggressive move to the upside, but we didn't close higher. So it's not really like giving me vibes that it won't go and break out from it yet, because if we could do it while we didn't do it in one go yesterday, we still can right now or today or whatever. That's why maybe they want to go and wait for the Fed numbers or what they're gonna say this time. 4 hour, same shit. We richly for the second time already rejecting the resistance of it, so we might go even to test the lows of it. We still have invalidations levels and fair value gap, of course, in between, because we had the aggressive move to the upside. The thing is, it was a quite tricky one yesterday, because technically we didn't close lower with the body, but we went lower on the wick. So it is a first lower low from April 24. So in that perspective, yeah, the close matters. That's why it's valid and it went higher and we had the aggressive move, right? The close was valid, even if we went lower on the wick, still positioning to the upside. But if we're gonna break down right now and we're gonna start closing below 60 of 96.5, then yeah, we're gonna fill the whole body and we're gonna retest the lows of it. And if you're gonna hold it, yes or no, that all gonna depends right now. So I'm gonna stay on 4 hours because there is no point to go lower. Let me check this off. Swing levels. Same. Our for a new swing on 4 hours didn't been get invalid, so we didn't even close anything above it yet. Start filling this this level and close anything above, then yeah, there it is. I don't even know we're gonna struggle about 98. If we start to close and go higher, then definitely 100k is the first target while I'm watching. Or this in between, I don't care anymore about it. I want to see get to the 100k and see the rejection of there or even go higher, because the playtime with Bitty is a little bit over and we seriously need to do some bigger moves. Even if we had that already, right? We had a nice, quite big move, but we still struggling right now with this structure. So that's why I really want to see something significant forming out of it. And like even Viking mentioned, right? We still can do this and finally break out from it. That's all possible. But so far, this is the first low from both sides that we're creating since April. So this might be a turnaround for Bitcoin and that it will go and test some lower structure and lower levels. It's all possible. It's nothing giving away yet for it. Start breaking down of the 93.8, then yeah, we go lower. There's not much in between. Technically, actually, I really don't need this anymore. The daily, it's fine. We can leave that both. Fine. You can keep those levels and keep them in track. They are still valid. And yeah, I like the 4-hour swing on the midpoint as well. So yeah, so far we are rejecting it, right? Quite obvious. Those quite 2 weeks liquidity grab, and we bounce from it. We close everything below that. And like I said, this is the interesting point. What you want to see right now to flip, go higher, and hold the 93.8. Anything below that, I'm not even sure we're gonna hold then the 92. Right, we might see any kind of bounce from it or any kind of reaction, but then still we might go lower to 88 and test that structure. So far, let's see if we're gonna play further in the range, go sideways a little bit, might be as well fine for it. But like I said, I don't want to see anything going below 93 if we want to go and bid to pump for it. So that's on the 4-hour. Quite simple. There's not much to say. Please be careful because today it's going to be really volatile when Powell's going to speak. Either way, if the number's going to be good or bad, doesn't matter. It's still going to be volatile. I have something that I found out quite interesting forming into the structure, and I'm going to show you in a second. And we've been there as well. Exact same moment in the price action and exact same moment in the volatility and the Fed meeting. So it quite rhymes together as well. So let's see how that's going to play out. But first thing first, right? Sius was mentioned this as well a couple of times, and I'm agreeing with him 100% on it. It doesn't look like we might go even lower because technically we still making highs and higher lows, so we are kind of edge facing to the upside. Let's see how that's gonna play out. If we literally gonna break out on 28 points, then yeah, the 60 is still is on the table, and we might see drastic moves from Bitcoin to the downside then, and even maybe in the market as well. But I hope not. I hope that it's gonna be only volatile for Bitcoin and alt's gonna pump, just because I'm seeing some flips in the whole money flow. So that's one. Then let's go on the bot. I don't want to cover the bot how it is, because yeah, I mean, it shows you the sign, but it wasn't like clear enough to short it yet. It was a little bit 50% on it. But what I want to show you is the oscillator actually on it. So let me collapse this. And this region, what we are right now, it's really similar to this one. And it is the first time we bid that high on the oscillator since the April 22. And this was as well the most volatile day, because we had the speech from Powell on that day. I'm guessing. I think if it's this or this one, I don't remember which from those two. But either way, the formation on the oscillator and the price action is really similar to this one. So think about it. If you're gonna have this move up and down and then forming like a structure on it and settle it, then yeah, this is gonna what it will drive the price to go lower and then bounce from it and go maybe higher or continuation. But I'm seriously looking at this might play out if the volatility gonna be there and as aggressive as this was. So I like seeing the same things, like it's literally doing the exact the same, and the price action is there as well. So let's see how that's gonna play out. So yeah, think about it. They might grab both ways, the liquidity, and then they're gonna start forming any kind of structure for it. So be aware of it and make sure you cover yourself, because that's the most important thing. Then the flip what I saw is in the large caps and altcoins. Altcoins struggling already, like went really down on the money flow. So on the 4-hour, they already 76% to the downside. And the large caps are taking over, right? So it's kind of the Bitcoin driven move as well most of the time. So you can see that as well. Shitcoins are already middling or a little bit lower than the middle on the money flow. And it gives as well the same vibe on the daily on the ecosystem. So there it is. If we start to go to the downside and the money flow is gonna go out of the large caps and taking over the alts or shitcoins or whatever, so that flip, that's gonna be really, really aggressive on the alts. And that's why I'm kind of leaning to the alts right now and trying to find like a nice positions on some of them or ladder in some of them, just because of this move, right? And still, yeah, Bitcoin can go down and alts can continue and then they can go together, whatever, it doesn't matter. But one or another way, alts are pretty ready for takeoff, right? In any kind of case. So that's why I'm leaning to the sides like, yeah, there might be some formation on it or change in the flip of from Bitcoin to alts. That's one. And another one, what gives me the same direction is, for example, hype. Let me switch this off. We don't need that. Been monitoring a hype for a while, and since we break out of the structure that we go in similar as Bitcoin, right? Yeah, maybe the price action is similar, but the thing is what hype is doing differently. Even on 4 hour, we are the breakout of the structure, not on the wick, that's for sure, and we didn't do that, but we did close above significant than the previous swing. That's already one. We create twice already lower low structure. We hold it right now. We had the exact same move to the upside. But the thing is, hype is holding the structure to the upside. And even we didn't do the high on the wick, I don't care about it. I'm still forming for the structure. So I'm going for the bodies. Any pullback on it, I'm seriously gonna load again my longs on it. So I'm seriously really bullish about it. Same over here. Same thing happened previously on the structure, right? As well, we've been we close above the previous structure, right? We had to push to the downside and look what the buyback did. And we skyrocketed again to the 21 bucks. So we might see it again. We might. I think we will. Either way. So that's what gives me the vibes that we might go even higher. Just because, like, I don't know, for me, I was quite leading in the price action as well. Similar with the Bitcoin, but it did most of the times a little bit better on the structure. And I'm the person who likes the structure first. So, yeah. That's the giveaway for me that we might hold it. And even the levels play out quite nicely. We have a thick wall of monthly, March, May, weekly, and previous daily. That doesn't matter on March, but yeah, lose the daily now, then retest this, and it's an easy giveaway, right? Yeah, that's gonna be an easy long. I don't think we're gonna go and see a lower price action on that one. Technically, most of it's been already tested to the lower side, so lose anything below the 19, yeah, that might be a little bit, not worry, but a push to the downside, because the next thing what didn't been tested is 15 bucks technically, kind of ish, yeah. So yeah, either way, I'm still leaning that the price action on the hype is really good, and it keeps up with it, and it will go higher even. So there is no need for to short anything on that side. Then let's go by the different coins what we had set up. Man, okay, I need to clean up some shit. This is perfect as well, right? High, low, higher, high, high, low, higher, high. If this create another higher low, then man, I think the this one will pop even the 0.6 on the next move. So perfect long over here as well. Super flip, like we mentioned last time as well, we was waiting for it, came in, we bounced from it, and we might hold it, and then you have a continuation. So, and another thing as well, alts are quite already, like, I don't want to say bottoming or something, because that doesn't make sense, because there is not such a thing as bottom, but they did the lower move on most of the charts. So the only way I'm seeing right now, it's up only for them, maybe sideways for a while and then spike. So that's the thing that I'm leaning for most of the time. And this is as well perfect confirmation, right? They're doing nice moves, quite big moves as well, actually, if you get them. So think about it. It's 21% each move already, 3 times in a row. So interesting. Ejective, that one is a little bit wishy-washy yet. Yes, we had a nice move to the upside. We didn't break out from it, like I mentioned last time. We came in a resistance twice at the same level. Actually, we have a technically double high. So it's weird. We broke out from it. The whole structure been broken to the downside, right? Right now, what I want to see is any hold of Q2. That's first. And then start losing that, then it's only $8 what I'm interested in. Anything below the $8, then that's going to be shitty. That's the only fucking coin that didn't outperform this structure yet. And it's a little bit worry for a part, but I know that Injective is a little bit slow mover. So I still give it time for it to perform better. But right now, yeah, it had a move. It's a good one. But I want to see any breakout of the whole previous structure. If it's now or on the previous one, I don't care. I want to see any major breakouts on that one. High have we been? Sui. That was a really nice one. It went through 2 resistance. Yeah, fucking hell. If someone's gonna say head and shoulders over here, then yeah, he's right. Technically right. We are failing previous structure already, but that doesn't mean it's all over. Just because we still can have a bigger move from the $2 if we come lower on that one. Just because either way, or we're gonna bounce from $3 from this area over here, what we formed. Technically, I would like to see this one actually 3.03 bounce from it. So then technically what you're gonna have is this, right? And up it is. Go lower, then I want to see March hold. I don't want to see go anything lower. Yes, we have the biggest fair value gap in it in between, but fuck that, leave that and just carry on. Because that one is quite strong and it's forming still that it might pop up higher. And then the next level what you want to see is 4.1. Flip that, then new all-time high it is on Sui. AVAX, it's gonna do the thing for sure. We start breaking it lower even. Yeah, we broke the structure, we closed below. Yeah, that one would go lower. And like I mentioned, this will form a structure on the sideways. I hope this will play out the yellow line, right? Bounce from here, hold this, hold the mid, and then finally break out of the range. I really like, but this might go even longer for a range. And if you break anything below the $15, then it's a weird one. Unfortunately, it was a good one, it was a strong one, but it lost its strength. Unfortunately. So yeah, that's one. Solana. Okay, never mind. So we had the high from it, that's all fine, but we're holding the low. Another retest of the weekly? Might be. So yeah, Solana is a little bit weird one because we have a higher low on the structure, on the body and on the wick, so that's fine. Then hold the weekly for another swing, and that's gonna be like the 4th hold already. And then you really want to gain the structure. If you don't gain that, then you might fail the whole swing. You have a continuation. That looks really bit janky, just because we had a significant grind to the downside. We hold it, but we didn't gain it, right? We didn't gain the whole fucking move yet. and we had the wick to the upside, we grabbed the liquidity, and now we continue to the downside. It doesn't look good yet. But yeah, let's see if you're gonna hold it. That will be good for Solana. And this as well gives me a little bit weird vibe, because you wiped the downside, you came up, you had a failure, and you did the same shit. So technically you can do again the same thing over, right? You do the you grab the lows, and then again the highs, like over here. But yeah, one another day you need to break out from it. So, oh boy, Tia. Gladly, I can say we hold the previous higher low, so that's good. With a significant buyback, and you really need to hold that shit right now. Lose this, then it's gonna be troubling, because we had, oh fucking hell, we test the whole swing, previous swing already, with this wick. Yeah, so there it is. Everything been already tested, right? From this swing and previous structure been tested with this wick. So that means lose this area, you teleporting to 2.2 straight, because there is nothing else that's gonna hold you on it. And now you really want to fucking go and take out the upside from it for the continuation. That would be great on TIA for the first time, and form the whole new structure on it to the upside. So to change the character, you need to have it. So that's still good, but you don't want to go any lower. Grass. Yeah, went low, new lows. We still holding the 1, 2. Well, that's good. Weekly been tested. We went higher. We failing the daily. So yeah, this one might do something like this and then pop up from it if we're gonna continue. Go lower than the weekly, then you go to 0.3. Yeah, of 1.3. Sorry, this is the your next structure. Not all is lost yet, so that's good. Farty. Lovely Farty. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was hoping for another move actually. Yeah, the move I did had, it was really good eventually. Yeah, we had the step move to the highs. May, it was a drastic open May. We opened it higher as well. We had quite a nice sell-off from it actually, and now we broke the whole structure on the higher time frame. 4 hour definitely. Daily, yeah, if we're gonna close the daily here, then yeah, we might see some retrace on that one, because that's gonna be the first bearish close on it since Jesus, March. Yeah, so this one can play in both ways. Just because it's on fucking steroids and it's the king of the meme coins, I mean, it's still, even if it's closed below, right? It's not much loss. Just because hold this as your support. So February and yearly open, hold this as your support, then it's gonna be fine. If you're gonna go up, close it above it, come back, and then form the structure and go higher. It's still possible, right? Yes, there is a more chance to it when you're gonna close below and literally go lower and close here and have a bearish big retest of it. Yes, that's as well on the play. But just because if the alt's gonna pump and we will have the flip, then this might even do this move on it, right? Even higher, but something like that, right? Q4 or weekly or whatever. So yeah, you might see that. Just because it's on really steroids. So if I'm not sure if there is even sense to go buy that. Still struggling. Literally, you can already see on the formation on the VIX how it fucking grabs all of the liquidity what it can, both ways. And look at that, like, what the fuck, which way do you want to go, like, if you grab everything already? Like, this been already fucking tested, the whole previous structure, 5 times already, right? Lose any kind of level what you have right now, you literally gonna teleport to 1.6. Because you have a fair value gap even in between. So, yeah, that one is, I even don't want to go by. Griffane? Griffane and AI-16. Oh my god, is that still the surviving? AI-16? I didn't even... I forgot about that one. Griffane. Yeah. I mentioned that already, I guess, on previous stream. We didn't gain the previous structure on the swing on the daily. That's one. Then on the 4 hour, same. We didn't gain that structure. Right? Yes, we create a higher high from the lower structure. Yeah, that's fine. But what we are doing right now, we broke the whole up movement already. Just because of this, we broke this low, went lower. And right now, the only thing what's gonna hold you is 0.04, right? This level. Break this, or either way, go lower and backtest it, then Q2, it's the next month what you go. You will be teleported. Why? Because this is your support right now. So yeah, gain that, then yeah, the only thing what I would like to see is previous weekly gain of that. Even the daily, it will not much matter to gain, because there is still this swing what you want to gain higher of it. So that's why I say, like, you know, make it easy and go by weekly. So gain this, and you need to see any gainage of the weekly to go higher and have a continuation. So that's Griffane and AI-16. It's been a while. I've been here. Let me just go by some levels. Yeah, see, that's your previous daily swing. You didn't come close to it. You create lower lows. Fine. What do we do here? Yeah, same as Griffane. Exactly same. Same, literally the same structure as a Griffane, right? Everything been tested. This been tested. This been tested. This been tested already. This been tested. So right now, fail, or you're actually doing it, you're failing your daily and you're failing perfectly your weekly, right? You've been tested, literally to the T, right? The only thing what's richly holding you might be the previous weekly, because it's been already holding for 4 times. If not, then your last resort is this, because everything else been tested perfectly. Then 0.19 is your next major, maybe bigger bounce from it. Yeah, because that was the flip, and technically this is the move what Vikings always talking about, this on a higher time frame. So this is you backtest of your previous Q2 perfectly even, and that what make you go higher. So this is what you want to hold, right? You don't want to fail that if you want to have any continuation. For now, if you start to turning around, then the daily, it's a major gain. You need to gain the daily, and then flip the March, because March been rejecting quite heavily, right? So then you have the continuation. Make sense? Yeah, so far we're failing. Yeah. Cool. Cool. So yeah, that's the whole kind of like point of view what I'm having right now. I mean, to be honest, like, it makes sense in my head that we might see the flip. I hope we will see the flip from alts to from large caps to alts finally, because it's kind of needed as well for some of the coins. They're asking for it. Like, let's go and look on the maybe daily. It's better, right? Like comparing. Seriously, need to clean up my charts. Comparing this to Bitcoin, for example, right? Let's take the first one. Like we had the move to the upside, and we seriously flipping the technically the resistance into the support right now, and we still can fail that. That's still on the table, or we can go higher, right? That we still fucking around the December, so nothing is lost yet. But on the alts, we did the move and we came already back, and some of them are already on the support. If you think about it, some of them are creating the first highs or the first closes or the first major moves, right? So the thing is, like, it's not really given away that that everything is lost. We still can pump and go higher. Eventually, there is like right now we've been all in a range, low, a little bit higher. We gain everything. We had a pushback on it. We had like a cool off segment. Never mind. I mean, Filecoin did like extremely good. But yeah, there is like in my head, it makes sense that we might have like a really nice spike. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Ina eventually, yeah, didn't do the move. We still holding. We broke the whole structure, so that one is fucked already. So that's not gonna happen. This might happen. No, maybe. So yeah, there are some things to go by. But I think as well right now, people, not really people, but market is a little bit waiting what the Fed's gonna do. How they gonna react and how people gonna react on that. Just because as well, like I mentioned this, right? There's a reason why they pulled it and why they like want you to think that they're gonna go and nuke it just to catch more liquidity, catch some more shorts on the way up, right? Just because. So where do they move? Why not? As if you want to have a magnet, right? Yeah, we still have stuff over here, but that stuff been here already like from fucking ages, right? So this didn't move at all. But the things, oh, a little bit too much. But the things locally, we move around quite significant, right? Since yesterday as well. And right now they are like stacking around 100. So why? The first time we have a wall around 100, I mean, it's obvious that someone wanted the price to be pushed. And if we're gonna have a volatile day today, right? Imagine we will go, for example, low, grab the liquidity, go high, grab the liquidity, and then you might have the bounce back, right? So chart wise, wait, which levels been that? 95, right? And let's say 100, okay, 95, 100. So this and this, right? So in both ways we have like liquidity to grab. So imagine that we will do something like this. Grab and then nuke it, right? It's all possible still. Either way, it's even possible to do this. Wick, or that's maybe aggressive, but wait. Let's go for hour. See? Kurwa. Wick into it, in this pocket. Grab this. And then you might have any kind of continuation or sideways or whatever, what you're gonna plan to do it, right? This fucking flip of grab liquidity, yeah, it's common on those kind of volatile days. So it's all possible. It's all on the table. So that's why I say, like, be careful if you are in any kind of trade or whatever. Take your profits and put everything maybe in the stop break even, and yeah, you are covered. And if you are not in the trade, then I will wait out. That the dust will settle. Easy. I didn't even open up my what the fuck is this here? My oscillators today, but yeah, I mean, look at the Bitcoin right now. It's kind of, it's like facing that it want to turn around and grab everything. That's fine. Hype, I mean, yeah, still the same, but the thing is differently. Hype did break out the structure, so that's already like a sign for me, like we will go higher. And even the fucking liquidity, it's perfectly stacked, right? Like, look at that. Grab that, bounce from it, and you have it. Go. And yeah, I will fucking take that long. If that's not gonna happen today when I'm gonna be in the cinema or on the dinner, but I hope not. Otherwise, I will need to set up some limit orders. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be all for now about the whole bitty situation. Let's yeah, bot will be stopped out then, right? Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I mean, for me, on 1 hour, yeah, but even 4 hours oscillator, then we are either diverging as fuck either way, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, we've been higher. Right now we are not, and you see, like, clearly you can see, like, it was a little bit too much of the pressure, right? So that's why. If this, for example, if this is gonna be your first low of the whole structure, right? You go lower and you have another low, right? Then there it is, like the most common structure what you can see. But yeah, that 1 hour caught my eye, right? Over here and over here, over here. So something. It's not that I'm trading for off, but it's something that it's interesting to me. That's the first time we've been that high on the oscillator on the 1 hour. So yeah, something to look out for, right? And especially, like, yeah, we might see a bounce from 994, or even, like I said, coming lower. Grab the liquidity like on the wick, close anything below, and then come back and do a fuckery and then dump. Yeah, that might happen today. I have no clue. We have the divergence as well on it. Quite for a long time already. See, that's as well. It's showing you on the chain. Not showing on the oscillator actually, but it's showing you on the chain. So there it is. And volume wise, like, we've been talking about that for so long, like, that you don't see it actually that well. Look at the volume. Technically, volume been dead. If you look at that, right? There was the first spike on the. What was that? Oh, that was over here. 75k. We've been there. First spike up to the major volume, and the rest have been dead. Oh. So yeah, there is some time for overdue. And like I said, the flip, that, I don't know, it caught my eye, and it's really clear. If the large cap starts to coming lower on the money flow, then where is the money going into it, right? To the next one. Definitely not to ETH. So that's not gonna happen. Then alts might take over. I would be happy even to see that. My wife says the same? What do you mean? I appreciate it. What do you mean? Does she agree with my flip or what? I don't know. He called me a legend. Okay. So yeah, this is quite obvious in my eyes, right? I mean, I'm not gonna agree with it. Agree. I'm not gonna disagree with the money flow. So yeah, that's actually a little bit all from my side for. And this as well, like so clear that this been the highest point and we didn't come closer, right? Either way, we went higher over here as well, over here as well. Like, yeah, that's what I said. BT, it's done, I guess. If we're not gonna do the move right now to the 100k to grab and to get the resistance on February, right? It was February, yeah, 102k, because above that it's the biggest resistance of the whole move to the downside. So to give you a perspective, like I'm gonna use the fibs because that's easier, right? So this is your resistance area, the one of the biggest resistance area right now above us, right? That's above the February. So if you're not gonna do the move right now with the Fed meeting or whatever, what you can call with the volatile move, right? Just to do this, go close and hit that, and then we're gonna have the nuke from it, whatever, because the pressure on it is quite heavy on the shorts, what's stacked over here, right? And it's gonna be like, yeah, I don't know, doesn't gonna make sense not to grab them on when we're gonna turn around, but that's gonna make literally really a lot of sense to do it. But if you're not gonna do it right now, then the weakness is in, right? Do the move from here, then leave everything behind, and how fucking weak you want to have it. I find it so nice sometimes. Oh yeah. Yeah, there you have it. It is. Yeah, that's a nice one, yeah. Are those yours foundings or are they just from the traders over there? But yeah, anyhow, like if you're gonna break anything below the yearly open and close both, not coming back anymore, then the weakness is in, and we will go lower on the BITI, and that's what I'm saying. Just because we still didn't gain the high, we didn't go higher. Yeah, wick, we went higher than the body, but that doesn't matter. Body glows matters, like I said, the swings matters, right? Over here, this is the resistance where we are right now. Gain that, flip that, then yes, the 100k finally is on the table. If not, then we will go lower. We don't have, if someone is wondering, we don't have bullish fib because this is not valid fib, right? Just to be clear with you guys, this is not valid because we didn't break anything to the upside yet. Doing that, go higher, break to the upside, and then you can come back and you have the fib. I saw that Viking was pulling it on the stream, but it wasn't valid. Anyway, so yeah, technically body close was higher. We went lower on the wick. Yeah, it's a 50-50 move. We went higher, all fine. We didn't close anything above it again. And now let's see what the move's gonna do, especially with the volatile day, and what will decide the move, right? If we're gonna go higher or not. It's all depending right now. Technically, depending how the daily is gonna close. Because if you look at it on perspective on daily, same thing. We didn't close it above it. We went higher, but we didn't close it. And the daily is already quite for a long time overdue. And we have the negative money flow, right? Cash flow on it as well. So there are some things that still are a little bit wishy-washy. And yeah, let's see how the day is gonna end today. I will be tonight, I guess, a little bit online. Let's see if someone's gonna be in the voice chat. I will jump in when I come back, but I will have a look on the charts how they look like after the Fed meeting, because eventually it starts literally on the same moment when my movie starts. So it's gonna be something. Anyhow, this was all for my recording. Thank you very much. and have a good one. See you on the flip side on Sunday.